EA Sports. It's in the game. NCAA March Madness 2006.
NCAA March Madness 2006. It's awesome, baby, with a capital A. Can you feel it? College basketball, USA, baby.
Welcome to NCAA 06 March Madness, one of my favorite sports modes in any video game. NCAA 06 March Madness was on PlayStation 2 and also on, I think it was also on GameCube. Or actually on Xbox, that's what it was. I had gotten this, during my high school senior year, and we'll jump into it. Two things, a bunch of modes here. One thing that's really cool about this game is you can kind of hear that there's actual marching band music in this game. I always found this really neat with the game. Bunch of modes. There's Play Now as an obvious mode. There's game modes. Dynasty mode is kind of the main mode in the game. But the one issue I had with Dynasty mode is that it had a weird bug in it where you would like recruit players, and if you go year to year, instead of getting better, players would get a bit worse. your best players would actually be your freshmen. So there was a little bug in Dynasty mode that prevented it from being a great mode. But there's some other amazing modes. There's season, there's tournament modes. College Classics is the amazing mode in this game we're going to go into. There's rivalry game, mascot game. Rivalry is just the rivalries between different schools. Mascot game is, you play as mascots and it's super silly. It's kind of a thing in EA Sports games. There's also practice mode. March Madness Retro is kind of interesting. It's like you're playing as like late 80s, early 90s, March Madness kind of game. There's a lockdown stick in this game, which was kind of a new feature. And then there's some various features as well. You could create your own player, change settings and whatnot. But let's jump into College Classics, which is the best mode, in my opinion. I don't know why more games don't have this kind of mode. So let's jump in. There are 20 games in all. We will go through right now and just get the feel of the missions, and then we'll jump into some of them.
March 26th night.
Okay, there we go. It's weird that it doesn't read out this one.
On March 26, 1979, the Hick from French Lick led Indiana State to a title game against a magical player and his Michigan State team. The game became an instant classic, which Michigan State won 75-64. The two stars took their games onto the pro ranks, where their personal rivalry changed the basketball landscape forever.
So basically, College Classics mode 1, the music is fantastic. This is fantastic music. Number 2, these are some of the greatest games of all time in college basketball up to 2005. This 1979 game was between the Hick from French Lick is Larry Bird, and then the rival from Michigan State, the magical player, is Magic Johnson. So this gives you a sense of like the stakes in this. We're going to jump into this one first.
It gave Notre Dame everything they could handle all game long. But as the clock ran down, BYU had the ball, and few could doubt what would happen next. BYU's All-American guard drove through the heart of the number 2 seed Notre Dame defense for a layup at the buzzer to give the Cougars the victory.
We'll start this. This is a last-second drive from legendary player Danny Ainge, BYU, for BYU in 1981 versus Notre Dame. Let's jump in and let's play. Notre Dame is 23-6 going into the Holy War against BYU, 25-7, the BYU Cougars.
In this college classic, take control of BYU and the ball with 15 seconds on the clock and give the Cougars the victory.
Here's the main passing play. Use R1 to turbo up.
Here's the back screen.
A high post screen goes to the lane.
Reverses the ball after having a guy in the post. Didn't get the roll on that one. BYU will not walk away with a win tonight as they lose this.
I gotta get used to the controls again. Triangle is jump. Square is to do the layup. O is to shoot, and X is to pass. We'll retry that.
Time to pick up the defense here now. They go into the low block. Number 50 for 2.
The 2 points. A pretty good way to play this generally in this game is getting the center or the power forward to do a layup using square. You gotta be really careful when you do that, but it is a pretty good way to do it. Half-court traps I really love in this game. HC trap as a ball. You can generally use the left up button and then the left right button, and that's often going to pull that play. It's not always going to do that. I also like to guard the ball, which is what I just did, so that
defense is right up on him, not giving any open looks. BYU narrowly comes away with a win.
With two teams like this, you knew the game was going to be close.
So who gets the game-changing performance tonight, Dick?
Watch this, if you can see right here in the paint, how they did a great job of working that ball inside to get the high percentage shot.
It was their inside play that really opened up the perimeter game and allowed them to be victorious tonight. Well, partner, that's going to be a wrap for us. I'm Brad Nessler, along with Dick Vitale, as always.
Congratulations.
We'll see you next time, folks.
You've won this college classic between the 1981 Brigham Young Cougars and the 1981 Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Okay, so that's 1 of 20. We're just playing the short ones first, and then we'll stick to the longer ones. Because the shorter ones, obviously, we can take those out quicker. But the key there is the half-court trap. I mean, I was just guarding the ball, and it didn't go in, which was kind of lucky in a sense. But I like to guard like one of the players that someone could throw an inbound pass to you, because the AI is going to shoot the ball to someone else, and sometimes that can force a turnover. The other thing is doing a half-court trap at the half-court line, but we will play with that later. Let's go into another college classic.
The future. Not expected to be a major factor for UNC. A little-known freshman hit a shot that would mark the beginning of an era at North Carolina and would change the basketball world forever. Firmly establishing himself as a go-to player up to that point in the tournament, number 23 hit many clutch shots, but none bigger than the one he hit with 13 seconds left on the clock to send Georgetown and their legendary big man down in defeat 63-62 to claim what would be the first of a career full of great moments.
Now this, the little-known freshman for the University of North Carolina in 1982, Michael Jordan. And then the big man for Georgetown was Patrick Ewing. Let's go. 1982 Georgetown Hoyas 30-7 versus the 1982 North Carolina Tar Heels. Birth of a Legend is the name of the mission. 32-2 UNC.
In this college classic, inbound the ball with 32 seconds on the clock and score the last basket of the game to relive one of college basketball's most memorable moments.
Tempo of the game really important here. You want to establish some good tempo.
We have almost 30. We have like 30-something seconds. Let's burn off some clock before we go for the shot here. We have the point guard, number 10. SG13 is shooting guard 23. That's Michael Jordan. All right, let's burn down more clock. And remember the 5-second pressure in this game.
Number 22 gets the pass. He shoots from the top of the key.
All right, I'm gonna have to redo that. That did not pan out.
Loses in a close.
He was a little too far from the basket. Let's try again. 32 seconds. Inbound, get the ball back in.
But so's the defense, and they do a nice job.
We still want to burn off a lot of the clock, and then we'll push it in. Even though shooting can work pretty well, sometimes it's possible to just use another player. 5-second close contact in college basketball can force a turnover, so you gotta watch out for that.
Number 32 is charged with the foul. First personal foul.
I don't know. I missed
Misses
the shot.
his first shot.
Free throws were a little tough in these days. You have to time them so that it matches the middle.
Second one is no good.
The more possessions you create.
All right, let's just let it.
North Carolina will not walk away with a win tonight.
All right, let's try again. Let's do a rematch.
So they'll inbound on the near sideline.
I'm still de-rusting a little bit. We still want to burn off most of the clock and just start around 10 seconds. I'm just dribbling the ball left, up and down, and then we're going to want to get the ball towards the paint. Notice there was no three-point line back in those days.
Dumps it in. Drives a two-pointer.
So I'm just facing the rim there with my center, pushing, and then my control stick. My control stick is facing the layup, and then so it's like a quick layup. I just got the layup in.
Sometimes timeouts can take teams right out of their rhythm, Brad. Let's see what happens here.
Number 33 for two.
Yes.
North Carolina.
A miss.
All they can handle tonight.
They'll be happy to walk away with a victory from such an evenly matched opponent.
What play would you say had that certain impact and is worth the title of the game-changing performance, Dick?
Brad, my highlight goes to this move inside for the score, which sent a strong message from the outset of how they intended to pound the ball inside all night long.
And to their credit, they stuck to that game plan. Their big men got lots of touches. And that'll do it. For Dick Vitale, I'm Brad Nessler. Good night, folks.
Congratulations, you've won this college classic between the 82 North Carolina Tar Heels and 82 Georgetown Hoyas. So 2 of the shortest plays, because it's just one play, 2 of them out and done. Go down to the next one. This is the 1983 Kentucky versus 1983 Louisville match.
The first meeting between in-state rivals Kentucky and Louisville in more than 24 years was memorable as the Cardinals outscored the Wildcats 18-6 in overtime to reach the Final Four. The game featured future pros and bitter in-state rivals who are ready to leave it all on the floor and lead their team to victory.
This college classic game starts at the beginning of the first overtime where you must guide Louisville above and beyond themselves to win in overtime. Let's go. 1983. Louisville Cardinals 32-4 record versus the Kentucky Wildcats 23-8 record. The Battle of the Bluegrass.
These teams have battled each other to a tie. Let's get ready for overtime.
This college classic game starts at the beginning of the first overtime, where you must guide Louisville above and beyond themselves to win in OT. We tip off into overtime. Dick, did you think this one would go into OT?
Well, I didn't doubt it, Brad.
I guess I did get the jump there. Triangle, timed that pretty well. Now let's go and try to get some points.
The center receives the ball. Too much contact.
No, I did not get it.
Balance a little. Controlling the ball.
Oh, it was a brush.
All right, we got to get back in. Let's push. Let's push. Oh, we're down a player. We got to still get it back towards our center or power forward.
Inside. He lets it go.
Oh no, they pushed me out of bounds.
They want to trap the ball.
Up, and then to the right is the half-court trap. We just didn't get it in a good spot.
Tight D here. Got the high pick.
Not fooled for a second on the screen, baby. Nice.
They got a layup. That's unfortunate. I should have moved my center back. We do have half-court trap on play on the defense side, which was up, right with the D-pad.
Fed the low block. Boy, they've got some pressure way on the outside. Good job defensively. He strokes it. In and out.
Layup bound. Finally got a dunk in with the square button. Let's go and play for a half-court trap here.
Let's see if they can get a good shot this trip. They want to force a soft lob when they deny the post.
Step out of that screenner.
Number 20.
I like to try to guard the guards because it's
number 10 or 2.
Didn't quite succeed there, but we started out at 62-62. We just have to outscore our opponent, and we were just... Let's try to pull people off of our center here, or power forward. Jump. I'm not connecting currently on the half-court trap, but it is a good move when you can execute it well.
High post flashes for the ball handler.
Stay back a little bit, sort of defending, but also watching where the ball is. Oh no, I left them open.
Assist and the basket.
They made it look easy as pie that time, Brad. The weak side post is where the action is, baby. The boys are battling.
Number Number 32 with the foul. Second personal foul. Number 22 goes to the line, shooting 2.
So you can tell free throws are kind of challenging. You just have to aim, so it's down the middle. Oh, when it kind of swings around.
Misses.
And there's no three-point line back in those old days.
Number 10 handles the pass. Number 22 is whistled for the foul. Misses the first. It's good.
Ooh. Okay, still 2-point game. We both missed the free throw. 2:33 left. Overtime is 5 minutes. Normal play in this game is 10 minutes per half. So it plays a little faster than in real time.
Great footwork defensively. He guesses right off the dribble. Defense elects to front the post. Number 50 hammers it down.
I love dunks in this game.
Man, matching up.
He keeps the dribble as they reset.
They use the right control stick to control.
They're going to give him the charge there.
They gave the senior leader the benefit of the doubt that time, baby.
If someone holds their spot before someone runs into them, that's an offensive foul. The offensive player, the defensive player is still sliding. That's a defensive foul.
The shooting guard
Offensive
receives
foul.
the pass.
Player will be blocking away.
Nice
Dunk
shot.
City.
We're going to move it around the perimeter.
Okay, steal. I guarded well there. 71-69. Dunk. 73-69.
Don't get back. Don't stop the ball. And they were allowed to convert. Get the number game going.
Really want to get half
They
court
travel
tapping.
before it can get across the half court
Oh,
line.
almost. Almost got it. Oh, got it. Let's go. Let's go.
Great
Dunk.
transition bucket.
I love that kind of play. Steal, dunk, 75-69.
The players got a much-needed breather with that timeout. Trying to pack it inside. Number 32 for 2.
75-71. Let's go. We're in a good spot. Let's go. Let's push. Let's get our teammates out there so we can spread out the other team.
The Wildcats
Dunk.
need to score here
Posterize.
to turn this into a two-possession game. Timeout's called.
And coach wants to just talk about how they're going to overcome this big deficit.
77-71.
Benefit the most out of that timeout, Dick. The trap is set over center court.
Trap is set.
2-on-1
Trap
off
is
the
set.
That's
Dunk.
how you take it to the hoop strong off the
79-71. I like to set the trap from the side.
Into the trap across center court.
They have them on a 2-on-1.
Another steal.
Foul to stop the clock.
They believe if they can keep getting the ball back, they'll have a chance.
Okay, I missed that shot.
He misses his first shot. Misses them both.
The big boys are duking out on the weak side post, baby.
79-73. They're going to have to keep fouling.
They stop the clock with an intentional foul.
It's a good foul at this point in the game.
Lots of
Oh,
rim,
so
but not
close.
in. Second shot.
I'm
is
not
no
making
good.
my shots yet.
Number 4 picks up the foul. Third personal foul. First one is good.
And some nice steals, though.
Second one, no good. And that rebound just about wipes out any hope their opponents had of coming back.
They're sitting pretty now.
made a
the
free
second.
throw. Jeez.
Being pushed towards the trap. He shoots from the top of the circle. In and out. We have an intentional foul on the play.
They had to commit that foul to stop the clock, Brad.
Makes his first. Got it.
The thing is, you gotta focus. You can't focus on the line jumping around. You gotta focus on when the line gets to your midpoint of where your eyes are.
They trapped
Like
him at
that's really the way to
line.
do it.
2-on-1.
All right, we got the steal going. We're in a good spot. Let's try to.
Number 34 picks up the defensive foul.
We are gonna win
First
this.
personal foul. First shot.
The
no
key for
good.
the free throws, not that I'm
Less than
making all of them
stellar
right now,
performance,
is
I'd say, at the
focusing
line
on the
tonight.
midpoint.
Less than stellar.
Not
You
on
too
where the
nice a
line
guy,
is.
Brad. They're shooting horribly from the line tonight.
Missed it. Louisville
That
narrowly escapes
regardless,
the win as
we
they
win.
take it in overtime.
With two teams like this, you knew the game was going to be close.
What's the play of the night, Mr. Vitale? What have you got as our game-changing performance?
Hey, Brad, my highlight had to be this thunderous dunk. It doesn't matter which team you're cheering for. You can still appreciate what these young guys do with their athleticism.
You know, some of the dunks we've seen over the...
Congratulations, you've won this college classic between the 1983 Kentucky Wildcats and the 1983 Louisville Cardinals. We won 82-74. That's a solid win. 20 points for us, 12 for the other side. That's 3 down. Back in the college classics. We are going to 1983 Houston versus 1983 North Carolina
The
State.
Houston Cougars, led by Slama Jama, were ranked #1 in the nation on a 26-game winning streak and destined to be the next NCAA champs. That was until they ran into heavy underdogs, North Carolina State. The Wolfpack kept the game close up to the dying seconds. With 44 ticks remaining and the score knotted at 52, the Wolfpack inbounded the ball and scrambled to set something up. Then in the dying seconds, they heaved a long-distance prayer toward the rim. That prayer was answered as North Carolina State's power forward caught the air ball and slammed it home at the buzzer to seal the victory 54-52. And who will ever forget North Carolina State's courageous coach's reaction?
This was a big game. Houston was led by future NBA Hall of Famers for the Houston Rockets, Hakeem Olajuwon and Clyde Drexler. I remember watching them play, kind of like Michael Jordan, kind of like Patrick Ewing in the 1990s. They were fantastic. They eventually won NBA championships. And they were both on the Houston Cougars. But in this game, we have Lorenzo Charles, who hits that major slam off a missed shot from Derek Wittenberg. Derek, D-E-R-E-C-K. But this was a big game, big upset victory. Let's go and play the last second miracle. North Carolina State Wolfpack 26-10 versus the 1983 Houston Cougars 31-3. Olajuwon and Drexler had this crazy run there in the 90s between Michael Jordan's two championship tenures. As a number 6 seed, cruised all the way to win the NBA Finals as a 6th seed. That was incredible to watch. But that was also many years later.
College classic, inbound the ball and beat Slama Jama and the clock to deliver North Carolina State its national championship.
All right. We've got 43 seconds. We've got a hold. Probably even hit a 3 to win it, but we want to run off clock and just do what we can here. There is not a shot clock back in those days. Notice how there's no shot clock in 1983 in college basketball. NBA had three-point lines and shot clocks a lot sooner than that.
Dumps it in.
Great pressure, great double team, really explosive.
Number 1 making his presence
no, bad block.
with a block. It's a little off.
But this was one of the biggest upsets in college basketball history when this happened in 1983. Now we just got to pull it off. 44 seconds. Let's retry. Unfortunately, that one got blocked.
Focused, a lot of intensity, a lot of emotion.
Looks like this was played on the New Mexico Lobos court. We're running off clock, or what's the point anyway? If we score, the other side gets the score again, right? Let's at least run it down the... Okay.
Dumps it in. Their whistle.
Oh, no.
Great setup by the defense to draw him into it, Brad.
Offensive foul. That is exactly what I wanted to avoid.
They look to be setting up the half
How's
court.
that not a backcourt violation?
Didn't like what he saw on the post and reverses the ball. Nice V-cut, trying to get open.
I got to redo. It's like, I'm trying to think about that, and maybe I do want to try to score quicker.
Ball's
Give
coming
me a
from
little
the
more time,
sideline.
right?
Now they'll bring it up. He fires away.
All right, we just go for a quick layup this time instead. Instead of waiting.
Right now, gotta focus defensively.
Oh, I stole the
Just a
ball.
little too cautious with the ball that time, Nick.
Hey, when you're behind in a game like this, Brad,
That's
you
even
have to
better.
make
We
every
stole it
opportunity
back.
count. Whether you're cautious or
Forcing
not,
a foul.
you can't throw it away.
So maybe scoring
chance
faster
for
is a
two.
better strategy.
First shot, no good. Second one, no good.
Fouled him early.
They turned it. They threw the ball out of bounds.
He stops the clock with an intentional foul.
Good foul. There's still time for them to win this one, Brad.
Gets the first.
Might as well miss big time so I have a chance of getting it back.
Clock stops.
So I
with the
intentionally
intentional
missed it
foul.
high after realizing I was going to miss it so I could have a shot at a rebound.
Misses the first.
Not making my free throws. Fortunately, I'm good at layups and good at steals. Intentionally missing high.
He misses his second shot.
Didn't get the ball back though. Remember, there's no three-point line, so
Inside.
if they waste more of their time, that's it. We win.
Ferocious
We stole it
defense
back.
tonight, Dick.
Hey, are you kidding
So
me?
sometimes
They're
just
making me
having
nervous.
the control stick, right control stick defending, you can just steal the ball.
First one is no good. Wide, short, long, doesn't matter, doesn't go. They take the
Can't make
intentional
free
foul
throws,
there.
but it doesn't seem to matter, does it?
Committing that foul right there.
First shot, good. Second shot is good.
Made shots.
He pulled the trigger from the other side of center court. NC State finally pulls this close one out.
They'll be happy
And that's
to walk
it.
away with a victory from such an evenly matched opponent.
What play would you say had that certain impact and is worth the title of the game-changing performance, Dick?
Wow, Brad, check out this highlight. You can see how well they pounded the ball inside tonight as they took control of the game.
Yeah, I think it was a huge part of the victory tonight as their big man opened up the perimeter by forcing the defense to collapse. That's it for tonight, everybody. For Dick Vitale, I'm Brad Nessler. Thanks for joining us.
They're obviously making use of announcers from 2005. The one who was giving commentary generally was Dick Vitale, known as Dickie V. He commentated for a very long time. Very well-known voice. Some people found him kind of annoying a little bit, but he's like, "This is awesome, baby." But anyway, so they have like modern commentators, which is kind of neat. I mean, even if it's more like generic stuff, it's cool that they have thrown remarks like that, colorful remarks. But now we've won. Congratulations, you won this college classic between the 1983 Houston Cougars and the 1985 North Carolina State. So that takes care of 4 of the 20 missions. Let's head down to the next one.